You wanna throw spikes against your enemies and wanna feel like a lurker in Starcraft Brood War, but you also wanna smash your enemies like Thor with your Stormstrike and Claw, then I got the right build for you guys. The Stormclaw EARTHSPIKE Druid isn't the best Druid build around there, but definitely one of the most fun builds that I created in Diablo 4. We're gonna use the buffed seismic aspect and craft around our build. So we max every 3 basic skills: Claw, Stormstrike and EARTHSPIKE. Stormstrike has a chance to root the enemies, and if EARTHSPIKE gonna hit and root the enemies, EARTHSPIKE gonna get cast again. Additionally, we got the paingorger gauntlets with whom we cast our Claw when we first tag the enemies with our Hurricane. Thanks to Irida's inexorable will and Petrify, we're gonna pull our enemies together, and thanks to the hectic aspect, we constantly reset our ultimate cooldown. And thanks to our Earth and Bulwark, that's gonna give us the needed defense and unstoppable. We also get the 40% damage from T100 Will. Even though the build is not the strongest in the game right now, and Lightning Storm and Shed are definitely better, can still clear the T100 walls with your build. Hey guys, what's up? Angrentv with another Diablo 4 Druid build guide. And after the quick introduction, why you should maybe check out the basic skill Stormclaw EARTHSPIKE Druid, we will go into details. Yeah, it is not the best Druid build guide, but it plays with a lot of fun, and I'm having a blast with this build. We're gonna start with the gear, then with the spirit boons, then with the skill tree, then the Seneschall construct, and then the Paragon Board. And also, if you have some problems understanding me in this video, please have some mercy. I'm having a cold right now that I'm curing from. Let's gonna start with our gear. We're gonna have the Harlequin's Curse. It is just the best option for us because it will give us 4 skills, and so we're gonna get 4 skills for our Claw, for our Stormstrike, and for our EARTHSPIKE. If you don't have Harlequin's Crest set, just take a Godslayer's Crown or a legendary one with your rapid aspect for more basic skill attack speed. For your chest, take the hectic aspect that was introduced in the mid-season update, so you will lower your cooldown of 5 seconds after you cast 5 basic attacks, and also try to get tall armor, maximum life, and 2 additional damage reduction sources on your chest. And for your gloves, go for the paingorger's gauntlet. I tried out some other gloves, but because I think with the EARTHSPIKE mechanic and with the marking, it is really nice and does make some extra damage. And for our pants, go for T100 Will. It gives us a huge extra damage boost. We gotta get our unstoppable through our other Bulwark and the symbiotic aspect that we'll get onto our boots. I also tried out the Metamorphosis one, but I still think the symbiotic with the Nature's Fury is just a better and smoother choice. Also, try to go for movement speed, tall armor while in werewolf form, poison resistance or any resistance as the 4th slot. Go for all stat, int or dexterity, one of these stats as you need them for your Paragon Board. For Amulet, we got the aspect of the Moonrise. It was also introduced in the mid-season update that will get us attack speed every time we hit, and after we hit 5 times and got 20% attack speed, we'll go into a berserking rage. We'll get additional basic skill attack damage, and we also get 50% movement speed for 10 seconds. And for the affixes, try to go with these 4 types: Total Armor, Ranks of the Venom passive, Damage Reduction while in short, and Total Armor while in werewolf form. Check out if you got the 13k armor without the Total Armor while in werewolf form. If yes, you can ditch it. For our first slot, we got a Irida's inexorable will. I think it's a safe slot because of our constantly cooldown reduction. The interaction with Petrify and the pulling together of your enemies is just too good. Also for the second ring, go for the seismic shift aspect. As I said, it is not the best aspect, but it is a lot of fun and I'm having a real blast with it. If you don't want to go for the seismic shift aspect, just take any other basic skill aspect. Also go for affixes for critical strike chance, damage to close enemies, damage to distant enemies, and maximum life. And why you should go for damage to close and damage to distant enemies? Because your storm skills will gonna get boosted through your Thunderstrike Paragon node as long as you're scaling your damage to close and damage to distant enemies. For weapon, take the Great Staff of the Crown. This is an insta-lock and you will need this for this build. I advise you to farm some Nightmare Dungeon 100 because you will gonna get really quickly a 925 Great Staff of the Crown. Also try to get max Ranks of Claw and maximum of your unique ability. And for your gems, take ruby in your armor slots, take the basic skill damage on your weapon, and just take diamonds in your jewelry. Which units do you need for this build? You strongly need Crates of the Crown, also the symbiotic aspect or metamorphic aspect, and also the hectic aspect. First build boons, go for Varinus in the first row, then go for swooping attacks as also Aven Wrath on your second row. You can also try to go for Iron Feather if you need more maximum life, and for your wolf, go for Calamity, so Petrifier will get enhanced by a duration, and for the last slot, go for Karma for the Storm, so you constantly gonna reset your cooldown of your Petrifier. For Seneschall construct, take Tempest on your active slot. Arcane support is also efficiency support for other 2 slots, so the enemies always are hit with 50% crit chance, and because of Arcane support, it will get pushed through our other enemies. And also go for the Evernight tuning zone, so you will get additional 4 skills. If you don't have Evernight yet, just take any safeguard or any other tuning zone for damage or some utility. For your utility, go for Flash of Adrenaline. Because of Genesis, duration, and technical support, you will constantly have 50% multiplicative damage up. Also here, if you don't have Genesis, just switch it out with a safeguard or some other nice tuning zones. For your skill tree, start to max Claw as also Wild Claw, so we're gonna have a chance to double cast our Claw. Max out Stormstrike is also Fierce Stormstrike, so we'll always make the enemies vulnerable. As also max out Earth Spike and Wild Earth Spike, so we're gonna have a chance to cast a second Earth Spike when we attack a stunned or immobilized enemy. For core skills, go for 1 point with Shed as also 1 point for Primal Shed. If you don't use Shed that often and don't need this for faster mobility, just go for the 2-point Planetary Instinct or Hurricane back in here. Also 1 point Planetary Instinct and 3 points of Digital Grade, so we'll have another nice movement speed. For defensive skills, go for 1 point of Earthen Bulwark. It's also enhanced Earthen Bulwark, so you will be unstoppable while active, and preserving Earthen Bulwark, so you're always gonna ramp up your fortifier. Go for 1 point of Ancestral Fortitude for your all-res, so you can take 3 points of vigilance, so you have additional damage reduction after you use a defensive skill. For your companion skill, we didn't take any points in the companion skills. For your wrath skills, take 1 point of elemental exposure as also 1 point to charge sphere, so you can get 3 points in the electric shock, so you're gonna have a chance to immobilize your enemies. For your second Earth Spike activation, and also you gonna get Hurricane through your Harlequin's Crest. If you don't have Harlequin's Crest yet, just leave out Shed and skill 3 points in here. And also our beloved combo of Neurotoxin, Toxic Claw, so will poison the enemies when we crit them, and Envenom, so the enemies will get 60% more multiplicative damage when they're poisoned. For ultimate skills, go for 1 point to Petrify, also 1 point to Prime Petrify, so the duration will get enhanced. 3 points in the Defiance for my Nature Magic skill damage, 1 point in Natural Disaster, is also 3 points in Resonance. Because of the constant cast of Earth and Storm skills, we constantly have the 18% damage buff up. Also go for 3 points in Quick Shift, because we're sometimes casting Earth Spike in between, we're gonna have a nice damage boost. And for the last part, go for Nature's Fury, so this will enable our build. For Paragon Board, go for Prime as also Tenacity as your first slots. Go for the Keeper Cliff, so we're gonna have more elemental damage. As also for your second board, go for the Inner Beast and Skilled Earth and Sky Cliff, so we're gonna have even more nature magic skill damage. As also Determination and Shapeshifter for more armor and shapeshifting skill damage. For next board, go for the Thunderstruck. Try to get as high as value as possible. Also go for the Cleave the Territorial, so we get more damage to close enemies. For your third board, go for the Elven Devastation. We have this node because of our Earth Spike. As I said, if you don't have Earth Spike, just ditch this board and just go for a normal one with some Storm skill damage. And we also gonna have Fang and Claw in here for nice more damage when we are in werewolf form. And we're also gonna get some damage to crowd control enemies, so we have maximum value in here. And for the next board, go for the Constricted Tendrils. It's also Courage and Nature's Will. If you have better gear than me, then you will have also this only max. And also go for the Werewolf Cliffs, so you're gonna have another damage reduction source and also more damage as Werewolf. For the second last board, go for Lust for Carnage. It's also Wild Call for more attack speed. Go for the Undaunted Cliff for more damage reduction while you're fortified, more damage while you're fortified. And for your last board, go for the Ancestral Guidance. Take in here the Spiritual Power for more basic skill damage. You don't need the bony here because it is only boosts our core skill damage. And also we're gonna go for the spirit glyph, so we'll do more critical strike damage, and also the enemies will get more damage when you critical strike them. For the last part, some tips now. Just always go in with Hurricane. Try to always have your Hurricane up, so they will get attacked through your paingorger gauntlet, so you can just maul them with your claw and EARTHSPIKE. You can also weave in between EARTHSPIKE and can hold this on cooldown. Also always hold your bulwark on cooldown for your unstoppable. And you can use Shed to move through your enemies for your distance, and also hold your petrify on cooldown so you can pull your mobs together. This build is not a gauntlet build because, let's be real, gauntlets are only one Shed build. It is just the max movement speed on and not a real build for your chars. So I hope I could show a really nice build. As I said in the beginning, it is not the best build, but it's a really fun build that enables all of our basic skill and just casts every basic skill. Also write down in the comments below if you have any further questions. Also, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would boost my channel tremendously and you don't miss great Diablo 4 content in the future. And until the next video, bye.